Hello.
Hi honey, I'm home. Did you wash your hands?
I'm just gonna wash my hands in just a minute. Just need to take my shoes off and put my slippers on. Today I'm gonna show the students how to draw a cat. So that should be good. And I'll just wash my hands and then we'll be set. Hang my hat up. There we go. Okay, so this is my studio. This is where I do my work. These are some of the things that that I like, that are, you know, they're hanging on my walls or whatever. And you don't need a fancy room to do your work. You can just have a nice room that you make comfortable, that you feel comfortable in, and you can create just about any kind of work that you want to. For example, I know that there's a songwriter named Billie Eilish, and she records and produces everything in her bedroom at home. So you know, she doesn't need anything fancy, and neither do you, to get started. We're going to do the whole thing with a pencil like that, and make sure that it's sharp. You've got a pencil, you've got HB pencil, you've got an eraser, and I'm going to introduce a piece of Kleenex, and you could use toilet paper, I guess, but there's not much going around right now, so you know, tissue paper of any kind is going to work great. Now, we're going to draw a cat, and then at the end of it, we are going to put the markings on of your cat if you want. That is, if you have a cat. So let's begin. And I like to play this Spanish guitar instrumental music you can find on Spotify. My students really enjoy it, all the way from kindergarten to grade 8. They really enjoy this, and I listen to this music too when I'm working. So let us begin. Now remember what I said about using kind of light construction lines and then going into things a little bit later. Make sure that line can come down a little bit. Don't worry if you get a little bit behind me. You can always pause the video, go have lunch or supper or whatever. Maybe you have some chores to do. A lot of my students out in Blackie and Cayley, they have a lot of chores to do on the ranch or on the farm, helping their parents. And some of them have a lot of cats, a lot of barn cats. Our cat Khaleesi was a barn cat, and she's an indoor cat because around where we live in Okotoks here, on the back path. There are coyotes at night, and then often you'll see owls in the trees. And of course, they're just waiting for cats. They like cats, so you have to be careful. Therefore, she's an indoor cat. Now, this music reminds me of Spain and Mexico. I've been lucky enough to go to both places, and they're really good to their cats. If there's a cat in the community that's hungry, they feed it. Everybody kind of they leave food out for it, and they never go hungry. And nobody owns the cats there. Well, some people do, but they're community cats. They're very friendly. And I noticed that when I was in Italy too, in Rome. The cats, everybody takes care of them. This line on his eye kind of goes over here, all the way to here, to the brow on his opposite eye. Now, when I'm adding this kind of shading is just, it's also called tonal gradation, or the grays. You're making everything gray. Everything, if you took a black and white photo of it on your phone, you would see that there's all different shades of gray that make up the whatever you're drawing. Now try not to go like right to the eyes right away. I'm going to, now this is your basic cat. To make it look like my cat has, Khaleesi has got a lot of gray, almost black on her face, her markings. I'm just going to go in with her markings and the shading. Going to check to make sure. I'll give you a chance to catch up. I'm just going to make sure my camera is recording this, because I just did a whole session where I lost everything. But that's okay. This drawing is a little bit better than the other one was, so I can tell already. They have a lot of dots here, and they also have whiskers. Khaleesi's whiskers are kind of white, so they're hard. They don't really show up on the white paper. You can see I'm just moving my pencil back and forward. And I'm trying to get the shading in, or the tonal gradation, as accurate as possible. You can see it kind of, the shading is going to go out to his cheeks here, or her cheeks. And you'll notice that whenever you get something new in the house, whether it's a box or whatever comes in the house, groceries or whatever, that your cat is right there, and what they're doing is they're marking it with their cheeks, and they've got a scent gland there, and they're kind of letting you know, or they want to know everything that goes that comes in the house. Now, our cat lets us know probably at about, I don't know, 7 in the morning or earlier that she wants to be fed. So, that's important. Now, I showed you could, if you want to shade with Kleenex, all you need to do is just rub it like this. Look at what happens when you do that. You can do big areas of gray. Get your shading look really smooth. The fur itself isn't completely smooth. There's a lot of variation. Now, what you can do is, if you want to show off, say, the cat's nose, you can shade around it, like the background, because guaranteed the background is going to, what I'm trying to say is, you don't want to outline whatever you're drawing, because you don't want it, in this instance, you don't want it to be cartoon-like. You want it to be accurate how it is. It doesn't have to be like a photograph, but you want it to be, at least when I'm drawing, I like to draw things that are accurate and that I feel good about when I put it on the wall or whatever. I was going to suggest that you guys could show your parents when this is done, or you could put it on your window. A lot of people walking around right now, and they might appreciate seeing your drawings. You could make it like an art gallery by your house. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a chance to catch up there. I literally dropped my mic. Whatever that means. Okay, we're in business again. You can put as much time into this as you want. I noticed something about my cat's ears today when I was drawing it, and that is that she's got a little bit of antenna up here, like coming off the ears. Kind of like this. You'll notice on a lynx that's really pronounced. Maybe we'll draw some big cats like cougars or tigers later on. Make sure you take some time to sharpen your pencil. A sharp pencil is really important. Drawing is something I really love. I've done it since I was 5, 6 years old, all the time. Not every day, but quite a lot. I would say not a week's gone by since I was probably 12 that I haven't drawn. I've always drawn. So, therefore, I've probably drawn for half a century, which is gives you an idea of how old I really could be. Which is, I remember thinking, wow, if I was going to be 55, that's ancient. Like, I can't believe. Or I would think that's a very old man, but you'd be surprised how soon that you get here. And it's good. It's great. I love being the age that I am. Okay, this is good because this is turning out better than the other cat drawing I did that I thought I was recording, but it wasn't actually. I love this music too. My students really love it. It just, Spanish guitar is great. It's very relaxing. And when you're drawing, you should just feel like you should enjoy it so much that after your drawing's done, lots of times I'll sit back and go, wow, I did that. Because I wasn't even thinking when I was doing it. I was just enjoying drawing. And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for everybody that loves to draw, is that, or paint or sculpt or whatever. I do all of those things, and I like them all for different reasons. And I even like to play guitar and sing myself. Like I said, you can do the background where it meets your cat. Right now it's meeting Khaleesi's chest right here. This can be the background, and I can just make it look like that's going to show off the rest of the cat. Now, sometimes I draw the cat from life, and wow, that's super advanced. That's going to be a different episode, is when you're drawing animals from life or things that are moving. Wow, it can be really frustrating and so fast. I think that the most challenging drawings that I ever did was I was in a place called Granada in Spain. I think that's where it was, and wherever it was where these flamenco dancers danced. And we were in a dark, almost cave-like place, and the flamenco dancers were dancing, and I was trying to draw them as quickly as I could from life, so no photographs, nothing like that. So that is really challenging. It makes you feel like a Wild West quick draw, like a gunfighter or something, because it's so quick. Now I'm just getting it darker every time I go over this. I'm pressing a little harder. So I'm doing all this with one of these yellow pencils. I don't know how much they are, 20 cents or something. So you should be able to afford that, hopefully. You don't need anything fancy to get your drawing skills up. It's the same as playing the guitar or dancing or whatever. It's just practice, practice, practice. But like I say, it doesn't feel like work to me because I love it. I would do this anyway, all day, every day. I'm going to give you a chance to catch up. I dropped the mic again. Oh, I see what's happening. No. I'm just about, I would say this is pretty close to as far as I'm gonna take it. But as you know, drawing is so much fun you don't want to stop. I was supposed to have supper, but I'm not, I really want to finish this. I'm gonna just try and get this little highlight here in his friend Khaleesi's eye. You'll find that the little glint of white in whether you're drawing people or animals or whatever, that's really what gives that gives it life, whatever you're drawing. I think this is turning out a lot better than the snail I did last week, for sure. My son gave me a hard time about it. He said, "Dad, I can't believe that you let that snail go, like you'd let that drawing get out there on the internet. It was so bad." But I said, you know what? To my son, I said, I've had to figure out how to be an actor and photographer and everything as a teacher in probably about 48 hours is all the time I had because of this because I'm a teacher and because of this virus that's taken hold. So I said to my son, you know what? I feel like I did okay. And it really makes me happy to share this with you. Hopefully you're going to do a good cat drawing out of this. And hopefully I've showed you a little bit about shading. Okay, so I would say finally the last thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to put, I think it is March 24th today. Okay, so it's 24 and it's the third month and it's 2020. I'm going to put my cat's name, which is Khaleesi. This way I'll know when I did this, and don't forget to sign it. Okay, we'll see you next week.